Hello, my lovely people. I'm back with another reading. As you can see from the title, why bad things keep happening to you, or that specific bad thing keep happening to you. We got 5 piles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember to like and to subscribe and leave a comment if you want to. And just press that like button because it's helping my video apparently to just be more mentioned on YouTube. Even if it's like a 1 thumbs up, it helps even. And yeah, I noticed that a lot of people, some of them, they just created a YouTube like account and started to follow, but some people are like watching my reading and they don't have a YouTube account. So if you're watching my reading and you're watching a lot of things on YouTube and you don't have a YouTube account, just create a YouTube profile and start liking the video, engage under the videos, any videos that you're watching. Okay, so this is your call to create a YouTube profile account for yourself, to like and to comment on videos, mine or other videos, to just interact, okay, and to request things or to just interact in the community page or something like that. So, and if you want anything like personal reading, everything, you gotta find it down in the description. If you want to join my channel, you gotta find the link down in the description, says join my channel. If you cannot find the join button, because it only shows like it appears on laptop or desktop, but if you're on a phone, tablet, or whatever, majority of people are like that, on the phone, tablet, or whatever like that, you would not find it. So you're gonna find the link down in the description. If you want to see what kind of reading I post for members only, go check the playlist for members only. You're gonna find it on the front page of my channel. Anyway, why bad things keep happening to you? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you want a personal reading, everything down in the description. You can find my details. Just send me an email with your question. I'm gonna get back to you with a PayPal request. Anyway, let's start this reading. Choose one. Number 1 here. Why bad things keep happening to you? I do feel like bad things keep happening to you because of childhood trauma or childhood karma. So childhood karma or childhood trauma. So because it's a general energy and general reading, I do want you to learn how to use your intuition in general reading because they are accurate. I take the collective energies, not a personalized energy for one person. So the energy is correct, but the message is gonna be different. So learn how to apply the energy in your situation, but the message is gonna be a little bit different. So for example, I'm just gonna teach you time, but like while you're watching my reading, maybe you're gonna learn how to use your intuition more and more. Because number 1, I do feel like for some of you, like the case here is like childhood trauma because you have to deal with something that you didn't deal with. So you are facing some people. So for some of you, it could be people, okay? Childhood trauma as people that you dealt with. They are around you. That you need to cut them. You need to realize something. You need to not give them power. Because some of you, like some of your group of you, could be like, it's about people, not about an event. For others of you, it could be about an event, okay? This is what I mean about apply the energy in your situation. It could be an event. So follow your intuition. I do have some of you, you need to not give whatever happened to you or a person, if it's an event or a person, power, because even if you moved away or moved on and you didn't have bad shit right now in your life, you're still gonna remember that, or you still, this thing gonna take a place from your soul, heart, and mental. So it's still gonna affect your living, it's still gonna affect your blessings. It's like a blockage. So you needed to go back, or you needed to be stuck with those people or a scenario that repeated itself that's really bad and awful for you to release. It's like you might think it's really evil, really bad, but the thing that happened to you is like while you went through this bad thing, whatever the bad thing, it's like you didn't give it power. It's like the second time or the third time it was like you don't give a fuck anymore. You didn't give it power. So even when you were going through that, you weren't that vulnerable. You weren't that like sad. You were like so strong and it wasn't affecting you. So the healing came from the part of like you are resistant to be traumatized by that. You are fighting it. You are being stronger. It just happened. Like it seems like whatever bad thing happened to you, whether you realize it or not, it kind of happened. And now, instead of like before when things happened to you were like so, like it was just so traumatizing or just like affected you more, now it just feels like it's just like a bad day at work, whatever bad thing. I know it could be really big, but just like a bad day at work, like you would not give a fuck about it, like a lot of work or whatever, because at the end of the day you're just leaving and there's the weekend and you forget about it. It's not traumatizing. So it became like a bad thing, like you deal with it and it's not traumatizing, it's not taking anything from your personal power. So I do feel like those bad things happened to you because you needed to see clearly that you're not supposed to let those things take from your personal power, take from your personal space or personal emotion, or just like were affecting you. Or maybe you were younger before, maybe something like that, but it is healing. And comes to the part, why is it happening? Is it evil? Is it bad? So for others of you, I do feel like the bad thing is happening to you because of some karma. Maybe you done something bad in the past or reacted a certain way. So for some of you, other group of you, if it's not resonating for you, it's fine. It's just a group of you here. I do feel like you had some kind of trauma that happened to you, kind of made you feel like victimizing yourself in a way that you think you can go away with treating people or doing things a certain way that you're not supposed to. So the bad thing is to teach you that even though you're going through shit, you're not supposed to do that. You don't have a green card to go and be a bad person. So for some of you, it's like that. I do feel like for others of you who's not like, it's not a bad karma, just something bad, I do feel like it just something gonna heal you, just like something gonna come and gonna be healing. I do feel like a different belief gonna come to you soon, and that belief is just gonna give you a lot of peace of mind. It's just you're gonna look at your past and you're gonna be very grateful that made you who you are, blah blah blah, those kind of shit. But literally you're gonna be looking at those things. But I do feel like something is just gonna be a new life, but you're gonna be healing. You're gonna be proud of who you are and what you accomplished and the things that you've been through. You're gonna look at things and maybe you're gonna have a new life for some of you, or you're just gonna have something very healing, very powerful with yourself. You're just gonna have the strength within yourself. You're gonna be like, if I had never been through that, I would never be that strong. Or like, I'm so glad that I have a lot of wisdom. I'm so wise. The wisdom in you just gonna make you feel so like so full of life. It's just like sometimes those pains or things like that we go through in life give us a lot of space in our heart to take even more life, to live more. It's like different than people who like, maybe I'm not saying all of them, but different than people who like never experienced anything bad. It's kind of like it just gives you more space, you're more strong. Like it's almost like you're not fazed by a lot of things, you're more experienced, you can do whatever you want. And those people who never experience a lot of bad shit or pain, it's kind of like they always hesitating about living something, or they were scared, always intimidated. You're not intimidated to live life, and that gonna give you even more life. So do not worry about like if you feel like you wasted a lot of things and bad things or stuff like that. So why bad things keep happening to you? This is the first thing I'm seeing here. Let's see what else. I do feel like something about like mental illness, or thinking too much about it, or like was affecting your health, or is affecting you in a way. Before you let bad things affect you or stop you from accomplishing or living or something like that. Some lashes got into my eyes, which is so annoying. Yeah, so before you were letting something like that like stop you from your life, or made you feel depressed, or like accomplishing something, or sometimes physically ill, or just cannot move. And now this teaching you that those things should not stop you from living, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here. What else I'm seeing? There's a lot of sand, so I'm like, oh my god, my eyes and everything, like let me just wash my eyes and come back to you. Just give me a second, because my eyes are killing me. There's dust in it. And then, so I'm back. I washed my eyes. I'm allergic to dust, and there's a sandstorm. I don't know how, but yeah, just like dust came to my eyes or something. Anyway, so number one, what I'm feeling also here, that you are gonna get something precious, something rare in life, that you're like, if you feel like you're just wasting your life, you're one of those privileged people, lucky people to have a lot of pressure in your life, and that pressure kind of created something special that it doesn't come a lot to a lot of people. There's some opportunity that's gonna come to you, or by the pressure, you're gonna have something in you that is just gonna allow you to live a lot. It's just gonna allow you to not be intimidated. And this is something that maybe you're not seeing because you are you, who you are. You're not seeing that a lot of people are struggling on a daily basis. They're intimidated, they're phased, they cannot live their life, and they cannot do a lot of things, and they just settle to what make them feel comfortable. And you're someone who's not intimidated, and yet you're gonna be so free. Not only you're gonna be so free, even if you're gonna go on in live and you just have whatever situation in your face, it's not gonna break you. It's not only you're gonna fake it like to be strong, it's just not gonna break you. You're just not faced by any obstacle. And if you are scared, or someone been through fear, been through a lot of things, you're gonna be that person who like feels safe, like. And this is something not a lot of people feel. Like, you're just gonna feel like nothing can bother you. Okay, thank you for watching number 1. Remember to like and leave a comment if you want to. Number 2 here, why bad shit keep happening to you? So I do feel like here, okay, let me drink more coffee. You're spoiled. It's percent you're spoiled. Yeah, even if you think there's bad things are happening to you, they're not as bad as you think they are compared to other people. It's percent whatever bad thing that happened to you, you're kind of like victimizing yourself too much. When things are very colorful and you're seeing them in a black and white, yeah, maybe bad things happen to you, but they're not that extreme. They are bad, they are sad. It could be like you maybe lost someone, and it's actually very sad. But this is something like, it's a process of life. There's a lot of people going through that. It's not something traumatizing, like just something really bad. Like, some people just have to survive a lot of more things, worse things. I feel like you're not having that worst things. You still have like a lot of things. You still can live your life. You still can do a lot of things. You're privileged in a lot of things, and you're very healthy, or whatever the case here. I do feel like you have a lot of things, but you're just more focusing on that black and white vision or memory that you hold in dearly to. And it's just really, we are sick of that, because you're just holding that negative energy, and you refuse to see what's around you, and you kind of became a downer, or kind of victimizing yourself, or you kind of take that memory, that dark memory, in a time where you want to feel low, and you start feeling low and depressed and not motivated, maybe suicidal or something like that. You're just hanging on one dark memory for their life. You need to let it go, and you need to realize that there's a lot of good things that you can do that other people cannot have, or they don't have, or they cannot even have it, and they are still happy. Those people who not having whatever you have, they still try to be positive and they are happy. Why are you not happy with the things that you have? You are blessed by a lot of things. And if you look at people who not having whatever you have, I feel like it's so obvious that sometimes if you can look at those things, you would notice that other people do not have that opportunity, or it could be whatever thing that you have. It could be just having a blessing, a blessed family who love you. It could be something that you're taking for granted. I do feel like you're taking for granted a lot of things. A healthy child, whatever the case is, a healthy marriage, a healthy partnership, whatever here that you have. If you look around, if you look at other, like, you need to kind of learn how to look at other dark things. And I feel like this is something could be like challenging, I do, for some of you, because I'm seeing here something here about your life challenge. It could be like you need to look deeper in people, or you need to help people, or you need to put yourself in other people's shoes, or you need to understand those people who not having whatever you have. You could be sometimes very like judgmental to them, or very like, you could make a lot of assumptions sometimes. I do feel like you're someone who makes a lot of assumption based on looking at them not having the thing that you have, and you think like, why are they too slow in their life, or why are they not doing too much? Before you didn't live that thing that they lived, that made them slow down, or made them cannot do something, or they are trying their best, and their best is that, and it's like there's something that you were privileged with, but for them they need extra work, and they are doing that. And for you to come and judge them and be like, hey, I'm doing better than you, and you're not, just too dumb, because you got kind of silver spoon, and whatever the case. It's not about money, it could be about anything like that. And they did it. This is their best, and they done it without any support, or without anything coming handed to them, and so they are doing a lot. So for you to come and judge them and act like you got it better, or you done it better because you speed up, like, or you're finishing the line better, like finishing the whatever line you cross better or faster, it's really dumb, because they tried their best and they could be even they done more work than you are, and they could be more like smart in other things than you are. I do feel like you need to appreciate things. I do feel like you need to stop being shallow for some of you. Like I need to point out, this is here, like what we're saying here is from spirit. It's for your own good. If you want to know, if you want to get yourself out of the shadow, you want to get yourself out of the negative energy, out of the mud, you need to accept things, or you need to look at yourself and evaluate yourself, okay, in this reading, and be like, this is the only way that you're gonna get yourself out of the mud, and you're gonna connect to your higher self, and you're gonna let go of this negative energy, and you're gonna have your blessing, and you're gonna have what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. Okay, I do feel like there's a challenge here that you need to look at things differently, and you need to put yourself in other people's shoes, and you need to be more like not judging other people, and you need to understand different people who comes from different background or different issues, that you don't understand why this person made this decision. This is dumb. Like, why did she choose to, like, why is she, like, it's easy to judge, like, why she's a prostitute, why is she doing that for money? Like, it's easy to judge from a service without going there and knowing her story or his story. I feel like this is your challenge here. So why bad things are happening to you? They're not happening to you. You are just like, there's few things that happen to you because your life is just so perfect and so privileged. You're just, you had a lot of good things, so you're too sensitive about little bad things happening to you like that, and you don't know how to grieve them. I do feel like this is like something challenging for you to let go. It could be like a pain that happened to you that is really difficult, but it's so hard for you to let go because you never experienced something like that. I do feel like you need to process it, and you need to know how to release it, because you're victimizing yourself a lot. Number 3, why bad things happen to you? Okay, I do feel like bad things are happening to you because you are like in school right now, basically. The school of life, okay? You're like not only a normal school, like for some of you, it could be a normal school, like spirit, like a school of life, whatever. Because it's a general energy, general reading, learn how to apply the energy on your situation, because in a general energy, general reading, the energy, the collective energy is accurate. I take the collective energy, I don't take the one person energy, so it is accurate every time you choose a vial, but the messages are a bit different. So learn how to apply the energy on your situation. So I do feel like you're going to school, a school of life. For some of you, it could be like an army school, something like that. That's where are like making you a fighter, like, you know, like the song "Fighter" by Christina Aguilera. So I do feel like something like that. I do feel like literally this is what I'm seeing. Spirit are trying to make you stronger, making you fight a little bit more, run a little bit faster, fight for your rights, let go of the negative things that you keep allowing others to tell you. It's like you keep allowing people that you take care of or you care of to affect you. Even if you tell them to fuck off or you cut them out of your life, you keep allowing them to have a personal space in you. Their words affect you. They are affecting you. Yeah, it could be very hurtful. They could be very close to you. They could be your own family. They could be your own friends. You keep allowing them have this power. And this, what bad things happening to you, is also spirit trying to teach you how to take your power back and to not let those things affect you. If someone is not worth it, it's not worth it. To be a little bit more careless, okay? And also spirit trying to make you not fall in the same trap. So whatever bad things is happening to you, and it could be very awful, I'm sorry for that, but it's like spirit wants you to be focused, that you're getting yourself away from whatever. Like this bad thing is actually a trap for you to stay away from the bad thing that you keep letting yourself go back to. So it's like it is a bad road, yeah? Spirit gave you like a bad shit. It could be a road, it could be a process, it could be something like hell you're going through, but it's actually very helping you to stay focused. It's kind of like the pain and the challenge is helping you to stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, and take you away from a different life, because you have a tendency to go back to help people, or to go back, or to feel sorry for some people, or to forgive, or to cut those people out of your life, but to allow them to be around your life. Or even if you don't allow them to be in your life, or whatever the situation, it could be some abusive people, whatever, you still mentally feel bad for them, or you still pain, like you have pain, you grieve in them, you're still not healed. Even if you don't feel sorry for them or anything, they still have the power. Like, you still cry whenever you remember the pain, whenever you remember what you've been through. You associate in this pain with an idea that you kind of victimizing yourself, or you're kind of like, I didn't get what I want. Yeah, you didn't get what you want. Maybe you had bad parents, you had bad things, but spirit are trying to teach you in a way with this bad thing. Could be very awful to maybe suffer in something where you're just gonna leave, and you start hating them more. So spirit, in a way, they're trying to make you hate them more. They're trying to make them invisible in your eyes, or make those experiences invisible in your eyes. So why bad things happening? Because of that. Why bad things keep happening to you? Number 4. Okay, number 4. Okay, I do feel like bad things keep happening to you recently. It could be more recently. There's a lot of things keep happening to you, or they are happening, or they're gonna happen soon. It's because you need to learn how to not be selfish. I do feel like sometimes you have a tendency to be selfish, or to think a lot about yourself only, and you do it in a way that you think that you're hopeless, you don't have anything to give, your life is already shit. You kind of give yourself a lot of bullshit excuses to be selfish, without telling yourself that you're being selfish, without fighting for other people or other causes or other things. Because I do feel like sometimes, like, it's easy for you when everything is good, or you have everything good, to tell yourself, I don't want to get in that drama and help that person, because I'm gonna have drama, I'm gonna have people yelling at me, I'm gonna be like, why am I getting myself in that drama? I already had enough drama. No, like, I cannot help them. Maybe someone else could, but I don't feel like I can, because I had a lot of things in my life, or blah blah. It's giving yourself a lot of excuses when you can, if you want to. Like, you need to feel other people's pain. You need to have empathy. You need to be like, I don't give a fuck if I'm gonna get in any drama. I don't give a fuck if they're gonna fight me. This is wrong, and I'm gonna stop it. Someone is in pain. I see someone in pain. Maybe something similar that you've been through. Maybe it's not similar that you've been through. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna do what it takes. I'm gonna be with them. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna let spirit help me, God help me, but I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna help them with this. If it backfire, it's gonna backfire at us too. I'm not gonna let another human in pain. I'm not gonna watch another human in pain. As far as like why bad things happen to you, because they're teaching you empathy, because sometimes you tend to be selfish. The bad thing is to put you in situation that you're too vulnerable, that you realize that this pain is some pain that you ignored for some of you, for example. So it's a general energy, general reading. Every time you choose a similar energies, different messages. The collective energy is very accurate, but the messages are different. So every time you choose about collective energy, I only take the collective energy. I don't take one person energy. This is the difference between a general and a personal. Collective, there's a lot of people, so I'm taking different messages. So try to apply the energy in your situation. So I do feel like some of you, maybe you treated someone bad, going through something, and or you're like told yourself they are like you didn't care. You could have done something. You had something that spirit gave you in your arms, that thing that you have in your arms, that thing could have helped someone, and you didn't give it, or you didn't give it back, or you didn't do anything because you don't want to stress yourself, or you told yourself that. I do feel like sometimes you have some pain that is like a pain that you ignored in others. For example, if there's someone that you could have helped and you just let them and you didn't help them, that person maybe felt some kind of way, that they felt like you just give up, or you just went away and you acted like you don't care, but in your head you were like, I'm going through things, I don't want to, like, I feel like I'm hopeless, but you're not hopeless. So spirit are like putting you in the same shoe, basically, are in the same pain. So now when you go through the pain, you realize how painful it was to be in their shoe, and to realize that you were like looking at people like they could have helped me. Why are they not helping me now? Why are they not giving me that just minimum support? And spirit like, Do you remember? Do you remember? Like, spirit are trying to teach you a lesson about yourself. How to not be selfish, like to be empathic. Like, do you remember? Like, now you're waiting for other people to do that, and spirit wants you to see things in a different way. Basically, they want to put you in someone else's shoes, and you're like looking at other people, like, why are they not helping me? I feel like they could help me, like, but they don't want to get like themselves in trouble. They're just comfortable in their own bed, and it's so familiar. Okay, so something like that. I do feel like the bane here is just to teach you empathy. For some of you, it could be like because you gave up on some people and you let people suffer in pain or something like that. For others of you, it could be just to teach you empathy. For some of you, it could be like it's karma because you treated someone, you made someone have a lot of anxiety, you made someone suffer from depression, maybe you told yourself, I do feel some number four, you told yourself a lot of lies, and because you wanted to justify that you want to have your comfort, you don't want to help any other person, or you throw a lot of baggages on people, or you took advantage of opportunities of people like that, and you told yourself a lot of things to make you feel good, that you're not doing it because you're a bad person, you're doing it because of that or that. And spirit are trying to teach you now, to make you see reality with those bad things. Like, okay, what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna cry about it? You feel like an awful person or whatever? Or are you gonna see what spirit trying to make you see here? Like, they're trying to make you see the other. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. This is everywhere. Anyway, feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. Anyway, so spirit wants you to see that now you're in someone else's shoes. So basically, they want you to see the other side of the story, because otherwise you would never, you're always still gonna tell yourself lies. You don't want to put yourself on the other side. You don't want to see the other side of the story. You don't want to feel empathic. You're a bit selfish sometimes. So it's just a lesson. Take it as a lesson. Okay, now I understand. No, I don't want to be this way again. Okay, so till you learn the lesson, basically. For others of you, this pain gonna continue, or the bad shit, till you learn your lesson. Okay. Number 5, why bad shit keep happening to you? You're actually very lucky. You're very lucky. There's like bad things gonna happen or happening to you, but you are very lucky because you have a lot of luck that other people don't have, or you're gonna be lucky soon. So I do feel like you're very blessed from spirit. Spirit have a lot of love for you. They do love you so much. I do feel like you're very clueless about how you're lucky in those situations. It's one of those situations where you're blessed but you don't realize it. There's bad things happening for you, not to you. Those bad things maybe are like not fully understood by you right now. They need time for you to understand them, or they need to be fully finished for you to see why they're happening. It's kind of like there's something bad happening and you don't realize because there's no outcome of it. And then you're gonna see the outcome of this bad thing, and the outcome gonna make you feel like, so this bad thing didn't happen for nothing, or this time that I was suffering, it wasn't for nothing. I don't feel like it's for in vain or anything like that. Number 5, I do feel like you're blessed, or you're gonna be blessed soon. And I do feel like you're gonna realize, if you're not realizing, or you're not in a stage of realizing right now, something gonna happen that you gonna realize how those bad things, or during the bad time, or during the time maybe you feel like it was like just a wasted time in vain, down the drain kind of time. Like, you feel like you're just wasting a lot of things, and you feel like life is not fair, or whatever the case. There's things that you accomplished during that time. They're maybe not very visible to you right now and not so real, but later you're gonna look back and you're gonna see the things that you accomplished are too much. It's like sometimes it's just during, like, we're going through something, okay, going through something dark, we're going through something sad, we're doing a lot of things, like basically, you know, like this thing where like you're depressed or you're bored on the desk, like if you're at work and you're like doing something, doing something, organizing something, and then you leave because you're still stressed on your brain about something. And the next day when you come, you're just like, wow, while I was stressed and I was thinking about something else in my brain, I fixed everything. Like basically you're just doing the work that you used to, and you're cleaning the table, you clean everything, and you didn't realize that you're doing that because you're so consumed with one idea, you're not realizing what you're doing with your hand. So I do feel like you're doing something, you're creating something. It's not gonna be visible for you right now, but tomorrow or something like that, or later. So this is what I mean by it. So I do feel like you're doing things or activities during the depression or during the time that you're sad. There's things happening that gonna be a blessing for you in the future. So I feel like you're lucky. Do not see it in a negative way. Spirit are blessing you, Spirit are helping you, Spirit are also helping you to stay above and to create more, and they are trying to educate you or not waste your time. It's almost like if you feel like a drone to do a lot of ideas, a lot of things during like having a bad time, basically imagine you waiting for, let's just say a worst case scenario, you waiting for your court something, you're at court, and then you see a book near you, okay, and you're waiting for something or you're waiting for whatever, and you have this book and you start reading in this book and you start having some knowledge about something, and then after the court you're very stressed, you're like, okay, let me go, I just read about that, let me just go and try it, or let me try this cooking that thing that I saw in the book when I was waiting for the case at court. It was like something very random. So I do feel like that you either created right now something that gonna lead to something, and this book that you read randomly and you had this idea that you think is random, it's not random, because Spirit are helping you, Spirit are supporting you, Spirit are like having your side, and they're trying to also make you create something for your future. So you are doing your life purpose while you're thinking you're stagnant, but you're not, okay? So do you feel like that book that you read for example, you done something, or you done a cooking something, you posted on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, or you created something, and then you started thinking about like creating something more creative, and then it became a talent or became a hobby that kind of like just to kill time or whatever, and this thing then later on in the future gonna be your biggest success, or you're gonna have your own book. And it's just funny how you reach to that. It's almost like you're doing your life purpose, but you're not fully realizing that you're doing your life purpose. It feels to you that you are like stagnant, but you're not. So I do want you to look like in a positive way at the little details that you're doing. It could be very stupid things like you're doing during the day, or you feel like you're just during the whatever bad thing that happened, you were doing little stupid things that you think is stupid. Those things are not going to be stupid in the future. So this is what I'm seeing here. So you are blessed. So why bad things are happening to you also, I do feel like bad things are happening to you to get karma, like to give people karma. So I do feel like part of whatever bad things are happening to you right now is to backfire at people, or for you to fuck some people, or for you to give some people bad karma. You are karma for some people. So I do feel like that. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, my lovely people. See you later. Remember to like this video. Okay, bye bye.